Hi, good evening to you. Today is the last day of August and the first day of, what is it, chill season? I forgot. It's Splatoon season change day. But hi, hello. I hope you've been well in recent history. I have been on fire, actually. It has been very hot this week so far. Oh, that's too low music. There we go. I think that should be okay. Yeah. We want it in the background. We don't want it to be silent. Oh, but today is apparently the first day of September and it only applies to new subs, which is something I actually didn't know. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to tell everyone that they can hold off on their resub and hopefully save some by like subbing for an extended period of time this month, but you know, I guess not. No, headphones don't turn up. But I don't really have anything to talk about today. All I know is that I didn't feel like playing a game today. Because I've been playing a lot of Core Keeper and Disgaea, and neither of those are particularly interesting if you're like, I don't know, I'm never the type of person who can watch someone play that, but I don't know. Disgaea especially, because I started playing 5 again, and I can definitely say I understand what people meant by D5 not being all that good. So I've been skipping the story, and it's funny because I spent an hour like early this morning trying to grind levels for a character, and then I was like, okay, well maybe I can just grind this level for a while. And I looked up a guide and they're like, well, that level is really good for grinding if you don't have a better level to do it in, but there's basically no point in level grinding there. So I was like, I just spent the last hour of my life doing that, and just now the game is, or the guides are like, no, don't do that. I mean, they say that it's fine for you to level like a character or two that's below 10 if like you absolutely want to use those characters, and I do, but like I also noticed that the EXP dropped off significantly after like level 12, 13, so I was like, oh boy. Because the enemies there I think are like level 7, so even with the 50% EXP, like you basically have a unit kill off an enemy and they'll get to like level 10 pretty much immediately. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I got the characters I wanted to use up to level 12, and then I just took them into another stage and had them like finish off enemies, which is how you gain EXP in Disgaea, by the way. Unless you're a healer, in which case healing a stronger unit, like a higher level unit who has like a lot of HP, if you heal them for like 1, you get a shit ton of EXP. I mean, thankfully you don't heal in ones. Like, healers in Disgaea have gotten only stronger since the first game, I noticed. Because, like, I had a level 12 healer that healed my main unit for, like, 500. And she's, like, level 12 versus my main unit's, like, level 25. And I was like, oh. And it immediately leveled her to 29. I was like, wait. Wait, too strong. Wait, come back. So yeah, now my healer is the strongest member of my party. I'm just like, yeah, okay. But this guy is so interesting to me. Like, I don't understand how anything works anymore. Like, my last Disgaea before 4 and 5 was 2. Because when 3 came out, I think it was on the PS3 and I didn't have a PS3 at the time. And then I asked Milky, my best friend, I'm like, yo, is 3 worth it? He's like, no. At the time, 4 had, I think, just come out. So he's like, nah, order 4. And I was like, okay. Maybe I can look on Use's website and see if they have a limited edition, because I wanted to buy one. I've never bought a limited edition Disgaea before, so I did, and it was great. And I was like, cool. And I tucked the art book away and haven't looked at it. Haven't looked at it since. I know exactly where it is, but I just don't look at it. It also came with like a little. Oh my! I forget her name. The pretty girl. I forget her name, but it came with a figure of her, and I was kind of upset because I was like, man. It could have at least come with Desco. Desco is my favorite marketable character of Disgaea. She's so cute. But I don't know. I just met Usali in D5 and I'm like, oh no, competition. Bonui, who eats curry, she's like, I can't handle spicy curry. I'm like, oh, that's me. I identify. But I also found out Disgaea RPG apparently ended service on the 12th of April this year. I mean, I didn't really foresee it going as long as it did. I thought they were going to kill it at the end of like 2022, but like the type of gacha format just does not do well here. I realize, like, well, not here specifically, but like globally. Like, the more predatory your gacha tends to be, the less likely it is that global players will want to play it for an extended period of time. That, and when I first started playing it was when it first came out and they didn't have a pity system or anything like that, and I was like, oh boy. Then, like, at the time, I think Christmas Lahal was like their main unit or whatever, and or the main the gacha unit. Like, he is the big good character. And I was like, cool. I rolled the free gacha they gave you on every banner and pulled him. And I was like, oh cool, I'm not playing this game anymore. I didn't want to use him over the regular Lahar either. Lahar was like my favorite character in Disgaea, so I was like, cool, Christmas Lahar. And I'm like, I don't like the way he's colored. I don't like his colors. And then I found out in D5, I don't remember if the system was in D4 or not, but in D5 you can change the colors of your units and stuff, which is really fun and really cool. And I don't think that was a thing that you could do in Disgaea RPG at the time, so like, I just kind of, I think I got, because they gave out Etna, I think, for free. And I think Flan was one of the starting units, and I'm like, cool, I've reunited the crew. And I didn't want to play it anymore. And then I think, a friend of mine let me borrow Disgaea Dimension 2, I think it is. It's the Disgaea the first game, but a different game. Basically. At least that's what it feels like. That a friend let me play it, and it was fun. Like, I didn't actually do the story. I just played his file, and I went into maps and, like, beat people up. It was great. Also, like, I'm not gonna lie, I never understood the item world. I understood it in 2. It was basically like, go as deep as you can, beat up all the item generals, and your item gets stronger. Like, that I understood. But I'm just like, now they have all these cool things you can do with the item world. I'm just like, my brain's small. Brain's small. If I go in and go deep enough, can I beat up cool guys? And I'm like, I should have Milky explain it to me. I don't even know how I managed to beat Disgaea 4 anymore. I just remember that, like, I got the main crew besides the pretty girl to, like, I want to say like 5k, 6k out of quad 9, and I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. all while working. I don't know if you guys know, but this guy is a very time-consuming game. Like it's a full-time job in itself at this point, because there's so many things you have to do. You have to enhance your skills. You have to go in the item world and make all your equipment stronger. You know, things like that and the other. Yeah, hi, honey. It is the grindathon of all grinded. Like, if you love Maple Story, like classic Maple Story, play Disgaea. Like, long story short, you're gonna have a good time. But I don't know, I still like Disgaea, like, as a game. I like the characters and stuff. Although I will admit my favorite Disgaea character is not actually from Disgaea. So it's fine. I mean, Liharo is definitely my favorite Disgaea character. Like, he's the protagonist of the first game. But, Priere is actually my favorite. Priere is my wife. I haven't played her game yet, but I really want to someday. But I hear it's basically the same, like, it's Disgaea but less grinding. And I'm like, that sounds like right up my alley, actually. But yeah, I've been playing it. I played it some when I got up today too, because I was like, I'm actually having fun playing a Disgaea game again. Like, I haven't actually, like, I played a bit of 5 on stream not long ago. I think I played the very beginning of it up to like chapter, it might have been the end of chapter 2. I don't remember. But like, I know I played some of it on stream for sure. But I was like, wow, this must be kind of boring, because I'm like, I'm literally just going into the same map and killing all the enemies on it so I can level, and I don't want people to have to sit through that. Also, even when I do watch, like, Let's Plays with Disgaea, a lot of people cut the grinding out because they're just like, this is just not interesting. But I, like, a while ago, I ran into a YouTuber who had, like, the main playlist, and then he's like, this is my grinding playlist, this is what I do to grind. Like, and it was like a video guide of where you can go, and, like, I think I was watching him play D4, and, like, basically, it's cool because the main story itself is commentary list. In the grinding playlist, like, he explains everything that he's doing. Like, okay, early in game, like, this is what we do. We go to this stage, we make sure that this geo diamond is on this geo panel, and then, you know, we go to town from here, basically. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And he's like, my grinding setup is usually, you know, XYZ character that I pick in, like, bring in any generics that I want to level, or any other extra DLC characters that I might want to level. And, like, my favorite part about him is that he has one playthrough where he uses the main cast and a few generics, like a healer and an archer and things like that. Then he has a playthrough where he uses all of the DLC characters. Like, the whole team, the main squad is DLC characters. And I'm like, oof. Like, DLC characters are really strong in this guy. Like, they're kind of busted. Although, apparently they toned Liharo down a fair amount between 4 and 5, because in 4 he was, like... In 4 he was my main unit, mostly because, like, what was the point of using another character at that point? But I realized that Disgaea D2 happened between that, so they probably were like, yeah, we should probably stop letting people just use Liharo to steamroll the entire game. And my question is, why? If I wanted to steamroll the whole game at the very beginning of the game with the main character of the first game, then who are you to stop me? I don't know. They also gave, like, in D5 Complete, they give you Girl Liharo, and I'm just like, that's just Liharo with extra steps. And hilariously more height. Like, how did she end up taller than her normal self? I don't get it. Like, I get it. Booba, yeah, that's cool and all, but why is she so tall? She's, like, half a Liharo taller than regular Liharo. I'm like, where, how? Did you put silts in your shoes or, like, what? Like, yo, I want to get taller. I'm still trying to figure out why in the world they decided to make Liharo a girl. Other than the fact that, Laharo's not popular enough, but how? Like, he's my favorite. He's a little guy. He's just a little guy. He has a scarf. And he has a really big sword, and he cuts people. That's it. That's all I need to know. I'm like, I love him. My baby. My son. I love him. I think honestly, I'm probably gonna pick a fight with this one, but my least favorite D1 character is Etna. Like, I don't like Etna at all. I forget who I got into an argument with about it, but it was probably Milky. We used to argue about a lot of inane stuff. But yeah, I remember because we were talking about Disgaea the first time, and he's like, "Okay, but who is your favorite character?" And I'm like, "Well, Laharl is my favorite." And he's like, "All right, well, who's your least favorite character?" And I'm like, "You're about to be really upset with me." I think most of my friends who have played the first or the second game, because I do have friends who borrowed D2 from me back when it was on PS2, like, for sure, I think, like, most of my friends like Etna, and I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'll pass. Like, hard pass. Hard pass. And they're like, what? I'm like, spears are cool. Spear users are cool. Etna is not. Etna is not cool. But that's what opinions are for. We're allowed to disagree or agree, and like there's 8 billion of us. I'm sure there's a massive faction of Disgaea fans who like Etna. I'm just not part of that faction, so you know. But like, I don't know. How do I explain how much I don't like her though? It's hard. I think most of what I don't like about Etna is how she treats other people in general. Like, I don't like people like that. And, like, I don't hate Flan in comparison. Like, Flan is probably my favorite Disgaea girl. Like, I think she's a massive doofus. And then, like, initially, yeah, she was, like, one note, but I liked her a lot in 2. So, like, I think that's when I started to like her a bit more. That and, like, her whole thing in 2 was that she was trying to help wake up Laharl from the end of the first game. So I really liked that continuity. But I was like, I don't know. Also, it's cute because in D5, one of Flan's, like, palettes that you can change her to changes her back from red to blue. And I'm like, it's regular Flan! And she's so cute. And I'm like, yeah, I like Flan. Brainso's like, she's small and she's cute. Also, I tend to forget that Flan is a healer. Like, I say always usually. In 2, I gave her a bow because she has decent bow mastery, and then I never looked back. I was like, I have healer classes. That's what healer waifu is for. Like, literally. Back in my day, we didn't have male healers. We only had female healers. We had female warriors. We had female martial artists, but not male healers. Like, we had male mages and female mages, but we didn't have male healer, which is very weird. Then they added clergy, I think is the class name, and I was like, nice. Now we have, like, I think pretty much every class at that point has, like, an option to have either a male or a female, which is cool. It's like, there's gunner, and then there's archer, and both of them are decent with guns and bows. So they're basically the same class. Then we have armor knight, and I think dark knight. I think they're basically the same knight, or the same class. I don't know. It's been a while. I'm looking forward to, like, unlocking all the classes and stuff. But I started playing D5 again because I saw the Ninetales class and I was like, oh, Fox Wife! Neurons activated. Bunny see Fox, bunny question mark? Bunny look at Fox? Yes. Bunny must acquire Fox. But unfortunately, they're late game, like Succubi, and I'm just like, the game's gonna be over by the time I get there. Though I think most Disgaea games were like 12-ish, 13-ish chapters long. Then you get to like the actual proper post game. When you get to the post-story, post-game, then you get to the post-game. Because there is a difference. Like, I can't even call that the post. Like, after the story, there's like a post-story. story, and then there's the actual in-game stuff that you get to. But yeah, but D5, I could say, I've seen some of D5's story. It's not interesting to me. Like, I will admit that Disgaea 4 story wasn't all that interesting to me, like, initially. Then it got kind of interesting with the, I don't want to talk about it because spoilers, but yeah, I was just like, oh, that, okay. And then, like, the one plot point that you remembered at the very beginning of the game, they're like, hey, that's relevant again. And I was like, whoa, that's cool. I'm glad you didn't forget, because I thought I forgot. I forgot. I was just like, wait a minute. wait a minute. I was paying attention this whole time. What do you mean? What do you mean it's relevant again? It's relevant again specifically because you weren't paying attention. Like, that's what it felt like. Like, just when you were thought, okay, this particular chapter is over, they're like, by the way. I think I liked it so much because basically Disgaea 2 story is like that as well. Like, it's basically like, this is the plot point, right? And then it's like, okay, then here's a bunch of other stuff that now is immediately more important than the initial plot point. By the way, were you paying attention at the very beginning of the game? Why do you ask? Well, about what we mentioned earlier. And I don't know, like, I never actually got to play 3, but I like some of the character designs from 3. Like, Sapphire is really cute. But I also hear that some of the characters from 3 are not very, like, well written. Like, they're very well one-note characters. But speaking of one-note characters, I love Seraphina's design, but I hate her as a character. Like, I get it. Like, okay, I played through 2 like 6 or 7 times because it was my first actual Disgaea game, and Rosalind is more interesting to me as a character than Seraphina is. Like, Rosalind, I'm not gonna spoil D2 because I don't want to, like, I get how old D2 is. I don't want to spoil anything, but like, Rosalind is cool. Like, I never actually used her as a unit because in D2, gunner units were not all that great, in all honesty. Unfortunately for Rosalind, because it turns out that Rosalind gets a fair amount of skills that are actually really good. And I was like, whoa, that's pretty rad. Because I used her on my second playthrough and I was like, whoa, that's okay, I didn't know she could do that. Like, alright. That's cool. But yeah, I was like, huh. And like, it's not even that I disliked her as a character, I just thought the way she treated Adele kind of like sucked. And then like, she starts being nicer to him, and it turns out that, oh, it's because she's developed this huge crush on him because he's been so kind to her and has been like basically saving her life this whole time. But like, Seraphina is just like, Killia. And Killia's like, yeah, but that makes me uncomfortable. And she's like, well, I don't care. And I'm just like, that's not good. Like, it's fine if the character's like one note or whatever, but it's not okay when like your one note causes you to treat even the character you like the most like garbage. Like, I'm hoping that maybe she'll get better, but I'm like, I don't have any hope. Also, she has a bunny suit alt costume, and I put her in the costume and I changed her colors, and I'm like, okay. And I'm like, she stays in the little like hub world, she only stays in one place, so like, I don't even have to look at her if I don't want to. Also, like, speaking of D5 characters that I'm like actually interested in, Christo seems kind of neat. Like, it's obvious he has his own plot under the actual story plot, but I'm like, I'm wondering like if he's gonna be like, oh my god, what is my son's name from 4? The little, oh my god, I think it starts with an E. He's like wearing a little like hoodie, like a green hoodie, and oh my god, I don't remember his name. I'm so upset. But yeah, he's like that little guy. I know he's like a Grim Reaper, I think. I think he's either training to be a Grim Reaper or is the Grim Reaper or whatever. But like he was. I love him. It's been so long since I played D4. It's funny because I also own D4, but I haven't touched it because like I put so many hours into the PS3 version. I just wanted to own it on Steam. That's like the long and short of it. I probably won't even play it on PC. I'm not gonna lie. Also, on occasion, like Switch makes D5 free, and I actually have more. I have more progress on D5 complete on my Switch than I have on PC. So I think when they initially made it free, I played it literally all weekend. Like it was the only game I played. But I also skipped the story the entire time because I'm like, I don't have enough time for this. I don't have time for this. But I think it was at like chapter 7 or something. But yeah, I'm only on chapter like 5. I think it's 5 because I just met Usalia, so. But yeah, I was like, I gotta blaze through. I gotta beat the game. And because it was complete, like they gave you all the characters and stuff without you having to like do anything else. It's just like, well, here's everybody. But like, I used the main squad on my Switch version, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot gunners are bad because guess what Seraphina is? And I'm like, they just include they include the titular character, no joke intended, always seems to wield a gun, and I'm like, why? Like, Artina in 4, I gave her a bow because she has good masteries in both bow and gun, so I just gave her a bow instead, and she was infinitely more useful to me. Meanwhile, Rossi's like, all I know is gun, and I'm like, Rosin's American, actually. No, Rosin's not American. I mean, she is blonde, she has larger boobas, so I mean, she might be American. Who knows, right? I don't think she's American. I thought about it, because I'm like, she's wearing a ball gown type dress, so no, I don't think she can. If we put Rosalind in the bunny suit, though, then she might be a little bit more American. But I know, Seraphina got a cute outfit in RPG, and I'm kind of sad that we didn't actually get it as DLC. I'm sorry! Ross is my favorite, again, titular character. Cause, like, honestly, she, of the 3 I know, she was the best written, I think. But I mean, Artina's not terrible, but Seraphina is easily the worst of the 3, so there's that. But I noticed that, like, the main squad always has, like, the hero, right? The big dummy, the biggest possible dummy, right? Then we have marketable small girl, right? Then we have somewhat tall but shorter than the main character, unless you're Laharl, I guess. Titular female character. Right? You following? Then we have background schemer in brackets. Then we have open bracket background schemer, close bracket, who in the end of the day is actually our ally. But, like, that's their whole character. Like, like, okay, every like unique humanoid character has their own like title or whatever, right? And background schemer is the title. That's why it's in brackets. And then in like their name is who is actually our ally at the end of the day. properly capitalized. Then there's the character that you don't meet and doesn't join your party until near the end of the story, right? Who is usually, I noticed, male in persuasion, because D2, D2, D4, and D5 all have this character and they're all male. I think this Disgaea Dimension, or yeah, this Disgaea D2 also has this character who is also male. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. And then there's like one extra character who like is usually doing stuff in the background and doesn't join you until post game. And that's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Also, give me 1 second. I'm like, I've been picking at this little cuticle thing on my finger this whole time. And I'm like, if I don't stop picking at it, it's gonna bleed. So I had to cut it. But yeah, I was like, this is the Disgaea squad. I also noticed that, like, with the exception of Adele, all of the main characters are like, okay, two of the main characters are like small boy, right? There's Laharl and there's Mao, right? Then we have Adele, who's kind of like Dorito shaped. Yeah, like he's actually bulky. Then we have Valvatores, who I will point out in reality is also Dorito shaped, but in the form you meet him in, he's kind of tall and lanky. And then we also have Killia, who is also tall and lanky. Then there's this guy at 6, is the main character, who is also tall and lanky. And I'm like, what is happening? No one here has, like, with the exception of Adele, none of those main characters have any sort of booba whatsoever. Like, Adele just stole the entire stat from them. He's like, I have the booba, it's me. But to be fair, I think Killia put all of his points into Hungry, actually. I mean, I would have also put all my points into Hungry, I'm not gonna lie. But like, I think it's funny that we have just like this formula, and sometimes it works. Like, sometimes the whole squad is really cool, and then there's like the one squad that has that, of course, because it's a squad, there's the one character you don't like. But like, I think the only squadron that actually kind of differentiates from the norm is the very first one, because there is no big idiot character. Though there are idiot characters. Hint, it's the entirety of the main 3 casts from Disgaea 1. They're all one idiot character. They're all one stupid character at once. And they kind of just like trade the crown sometimes. Like, 'cause I remember one point we were, I think, was it in Disgaea 1? I don't remember if it was Disgaea 1 or D2, but like, I think at one point, like, there was this character who was very obviously like the King of Spades or whatever from Deltarune, who's like we down the character, they're like, ow, my leg, I'm so tired and sad, it would be nice if we could be friends, and then Fawn heals them, and they basically just body the potty immediately afterward, and I'm just like, okay, so it was an arduous fight. I get through the fight, I'm like, finally, like, we won. And then it was just a cutscene loss. I was so mad. I'm like, I need to take a break from this. I'm done. I'm very done. I'm like, if I knew it was gonna be a cutscene loss, I'd have just lost. Speaking of cutscene losses, I guess I can call it that. There are certain fights in Disgaea 2 you're not supposed to win. Like, even if your characters are strong enough for you to win, you're not supposed to beat the character, right? Which is very annoying, because I think the threshold limit for those fights is I think the first one they give you is 5 turns, but the next one they give you is 10. So you have to throw a character out there that's like, we'll pretend and say quad 9, right? And you have to pray that that character has no counters, because if you kill the main character attacking you, that's a game over. That's an ending. And I'm like, what? What? Like, what? I think I always hated Disgaea too for that, because I remember, because it gave you a New Game Plus option, so basically you can carry everything over. I'm sure you guys know what New Game Plus is, basically, but like my main squad was like thick, right? So I sent them into the first fight, and Adele counters the character and instantly kills them, and I'm like, good, we don't have to do this anymore. And then there's a cutscene about how this character is supposed to be really important, and us killing this character was really bad for the entirety of the universe. And here's your bad end. So wait, you mean me getting strong, coming back and bodying this character who literally killed my entire team? Like, oh no, but you were supposed to lose. That's the problem. And I'm like, then why give me the option to come back here? Like, and it's funny because it's only the first time you like make it to those specific maps. Like, if you can go back and then body them and there's nothing that happens, like, congratulations, you beat this character, right? But like, also they have things that you can take from them, because you can steal items off of enemies in Disgaea. And I'm like, I think a couple of the legendary weapons you're actually supposed to loot them from these characters. So like, I remember leveling a thief to like 3k just so I could steal the weapon. So I'm like, wait a minute, that's something like I can actually do? Yeah, actually. I don't remember how the stat worked, because I don't remember if it was like an invisible stat or one that was you could show or whatever, but like, yeah, like there was a % chance that you could take the item or whatever, and I know one of the factors is whether or not the enemy was lower level than the person stealing the item, right? So like, level 3000, there are only like two enemies in the entire game, I think, that early on that will be even a match for that, like even like close to it at all. So I'm just like, okay, here we go. And I remember, oh my god, I don't remember what enemy it was, but it was like a Prinny, and they had an item that's like, I think it was considered the rarest item in the game or whatever. Like, there's a really low chance of stealing it from them, and I stole it in the first try, and I was like, nice. My dad was like, I thought you said you couldn't even steal that item. I'm like, well, the art book says it has a really low chance of you like stealing the item, but I got it, so my dad's like, wow. I wound up leveling that thief to like quad 9. I'm like, I love her. My daughter. But yeah, it was so funny. I mean, also there's a thing in Disgaea 5 where you have to you can ask the assembly, which is like basically the Senate, right? You can ask them to give you money, right? I fasted 5 times consecutively. It's a 1% chance. I just tried my luck like 5 consecutive times and they just gave it to me 5 times. I'm like, oh, okay. Nice. Thanks. Also, they don't give you that much money. I think it might be in proportion to where you are in the story. And at the time I was like fiddling with it on the Switch. Like, I think I was in chapter 3 or 4. But yeah, like, they didn't give me anything, basically. I was like, oh, well, I mean, better than nothing, because the weapons can get expensive. Oh, excuse me, very expensive. Did I say barely? Fairly, very expensive. But like right now, I just got some new weapons for some of my team members because like some of the DLC characters, I think all of the DLC characters, they all have unique weapons that come with them. So like basically you recruit them and they have their like legendary weapon that's like their be all end all weapon from like ages ago, right? And like I bought a bunch of weapons. I had like just over like complete gives you 1,000,000 money, and I had just over 1,000,000 money, and I bought these weapons and gear and stuff, and I have like 970 some odd K left, and I'm like, oh, oh my money, oh it disappeared. Where did it go? But oh well. I mean, at least my mooks are geared to the teeth now. I call them mooks, but affectionately. Mooks, in parentheses, affectionate. Not derogatory. But also, I think something that's really cool in 5 is that you can assign subclasses, right? So, to kind of explain subclasses, each character has their own class. Like, Cleric is a class, Gunner is a class, and like, unique characters like Priere, Laharo, Adele, they have their own class, right? But then you can like say you're just like, Adele is so cool, I like him because he's strong, I want to use Adele. You can use Adele and level a different class at the same time. Like say you don't like healers, right? So you can give Adele healer subclass, and as he's doing his own Adele cool thing, which is punching dudes with his fists, he levels healer for you. And he can unlock other classes for you under healer. Like there's healer first, I think, and then there's like acolyte, which is their higher class. You can use Adele to unlock acolyte for you. And I'm like, that's so cool. So like basically I gave Priere like my least favorite class to level, which is warrior. Warrior is so cool. Well, Warrior was really cool in 2, but I think they kind of dialed back on them, which is understandable. Because they were kind of like, my Warrior and my Adele in D2 could, like, by chapter 6 or 7, could solo a map by themselves. So I'm like, ooh. But I realized, like, in 4, I'm like, well, yeah, all I have to do is make a warrior and put them in with Valvatores and Fenric and a healer, and they'll be fine, right? Like, no, unfortunately. They kind of toned back warrior, which is understandable, like 100%. Because I'm like, that should not have been a thing. Like in the original playthrough, the level difference between Adele, my warrior, and my healer, who was like 3rd highest, was massive. Like I think Adele hit 300. My warrior Constantine was like 290 something, and my healer was 150. 150. Like I get the level limit is quad 9, but on like a regular story, just playing through the story, not really doing any of the side stuff or whatever that like now they basically require you to do, like that gap is kind of massive. Like that's a big gap. Like again, like quad 9 being the limit, like yeah, it's like, oh, the 130 levels is literally nothing. But then you realize that, oh boy, that oh. I think back then they made it so that way you actually had to kill the enemy, so it was rare to have my healer actually killing anyone. But I also had to keep her up to date because like I didn't want to throw her out in a map or whatever and have her get absolutely ganked, because enemies will try to attack basically the one enemy they know will not attack them back, and also they will target the weakest enemy. Like the AI is fairly smart, right? So obviously if I put the healer out because she's way lower level than Adele and has no counters because she's holding a staff, right, they would just attack her. But I needed to make sure that she was sturdy enough to be out there and actually heal Adele and Constantine and not die. So I did level her, but basically I would just have like Constantine hit something like with his regular attack and then have her bonk him with the stick, bonk the enemy with the stick. And I mean, it doesn't do much damage because it used to be based on their attack. Now it's based on their res, which is very good. But yeah, I was like, hee hee. Just hit him with the stick. Just give him the bonk. But then Constantine got too strong to be the guy who goes in and like gently hits the enemy so his healer wife can finish them off. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like it was fun like trying to balance like not only my levels but to make sure that like everyone didn't die. But the strategy was mostly to just like set them up in a line because you could just put them in a line and like one of the ranges allows you to heal that entire line of 3. So like yeah. I would just put them in a line and have Adele just counter everything to death. But D4 made it so much easier because then they're like, oh, well, you can make Adele your leader of the team, and then as he's punching dudes, then you get EXP for your whole party. And I'm like, oh, wow, what an incredibly useful mechanic. So I use it a lot. And in D5, I have Priere as my leader for this squad, and my main healer, Arya, is in this squad too. And now I realize that I probably should not have put her in there because, again, now she's my highest level character. So, but I like to think that Arya and Priere, they're a thing. It's okay. I'm gonna ship them because they're always together. It was funny too because when I first started playing on PC, like I didn't even do it by accident. One of the enemies picked up Arya and then threw her at Priere, and Priere just like was like, okay. Then he came like later on he came up to Priere and like, or he came up to Arya and he punched her, and then Priere's revenge meter filled up, and I was like, oh. That's a little gay. They also, like, when I put them together, they always team attack. So I'm just like, what? I checked the percentage and it was apparently initially like 45, but they always do it. So because they're always together, like, it's 100 now. And I'm just like, that's cute. That's a little gay. A little bit, you know? And I'm just like, I remember one time I had to move Arya, like, closer to something, and like monster type units like Priere have a thing called Montas, which basically they pick something up and then they move it very far away from them depending on their like throw or whatever, and Priere has a lot of throw, so basically I had Priere just like throw her wife. And it was so funny because basically Priere's animation is like she tosses the person up and then she like basically flip kicks them like halfway across the room. Oh, there's an ad break. I'll finish it like quickly for VOD watchers, and basically she flip kicks them, right? And then they land halfway across the room. And I remember I did it early for the first time because I was like, does she do the same animation for units too? 1, yes. 2, I'm like, I don't understand the concept of ladies doing the dance. This is not a concept for me. But hold on, while ad break is going on, I'm gonna go close my door. I'll be right back. Oh, BTS, why was that an expression you left me with? Why would you do that to me? BTS, you have betrayed me for the millionth time. Oh, I have a bunch of snaps. Oh, the camera exploded, didn't it? It sure did. Okay, let's see if we can fix it. The camera decided it gave up on tracking me again. Oh my god, this one is worse than the last one. The face that they— oh, never mind, I wasn't able to get it. I was gonna say the face that I made that it made me make in the thing was so funny. BTS is definitely a program that exists. But not only do I have ginger snaps, I have rye chips, which are very good. I'm gonna mute really quick. I'm gonna eat it. crunchy. Unfortunately, none for chat. But it's very, very crunchy. I love salty snacks like fried chips. I like crunchy munchy snacks. Oh, like popcorn and stuff. Oh, camera, no! Camera, don't die! Camera, no! Oh my god, the... I'm gonna get the... Oh no! I didn't get it in time! Man. Maybe VTS, if you wouldn't make me make the funny faces, I would not try to capture the funny face that you make me make. Do I still have the one from last time? Let me see. I think this is it. Yeah, here it is. I just love the consternation that you see on it. It's just like, I can't even make that face. I don't know how to make that face. It's so funny. That's why I can't be entirely mad at BTS for doing that. I just like looking to see what kind of face that the camera thinks I made right before it did that. And like one time I was like looking up, right? And then like I tilted my head back and I tilted my head downward. It froze halfway through, and it was just like this really long parabola, like wide parabola of just like my face going, wah, and it was just like, oh. I was like, I don't think I could ever make a face like that. But it was just like it was a very wide face. I was like, man, that could not be me. Unfortunately. But yeah. I can't believe I talked about Disgaea for an hour. Almost an hour. But this guy has been very fun. Oh my god. No! Alright, wait, let me see if I can get it this time. Oh, nope. Okay. If I threaten VTS with trying to capture the face it makes me make, maybe it'll start working every time. Oh, it didn't actually like calibrate right. 1 sec. Okay, that should be okay. Yeah, it is okay. It wasn't making up my smile, but whatever. But speaking of other things that started today, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream that Splatoon's new season started today, and that was definitely an experience that my dearest and I had for about like, what was it, an hour or so. It was actually, it was very unfun. I will mention that. Season sucks. Oh! I mean, at least this is a cuter expression this time. Oh my god, that smear though. Wait, I'm gonna get it. No! Man! I almost had it. I'm gonna check and see when Salmon Run rotation changes really quick. I actually don't know. It changed yesterday at reset, so I want to say it changes tomorrow morning at 9. I want to say tomorrow at 9. Big Run coming soon. Oh, rotation is Big Run. Okay, never mind. It changes tomorrow at reset. Okay, what are our oh no, I forgot Big Run is all random. Oh no. Oh no. I think the worst part about it is because they changed the way that the Grizz weapons work, we don't know what the actual weapon is gonna be. It could be any of the Grizz weapons now. Like, I don't think they actually changed it so that way, like, there's only like one or two. Like, I think they put the whole pool in there now. So, like, I guess tomorrow we're gonna find out for sure. But like, I'm nervous. Cause like the Grizz dualies just came out with this season update, so like I don't like dualies. I wanna be real with you. I think the dualies suck. I think they've sucked since too. Dualies are dumb. Speaking of dualies, there was a pair of dualies in one of our matches today on the new, what was it, Crableg Capital? I think the stage is called. But they kept trying to roll like around me doing this stereotypical dualies thing. Then they decided that it would be a good idea to attempt to overwhelm the person who was already shooting at them. So I hit them 3 times, they rolled forward and just died. And I'm like, okay. Then when I ran into them again, they thought for sure this time I'm going to completely overwhelm them with my dodge rolling skills, except I have Ninja Squid on every set that I own except one. And that's my range blaster set. So I just went around them and shot them in the back several times and they died again. Like, oops, I guess. Like, I honestly felt bad for them. They should not have, by all expense, oh my god, by whatever purpose of fate or God or whatever, my brain is not working. I started eating my rye chips and I'm like, oh, rye chip, brain still is busy. But like, they should have won at least one of the exchanges we had with just the 2 of us. They lost every exchange they had against me, period. And the one teammate that decided they were going to attempt to come and help them was, I don't remember what the team was, but there was someone who was longer range than them, but they didn't outrange me, so it didn't matter. I was just like, yeah. Also, yeah, you don't want to fight Blep when he's on the E-leader. I remember whenever we used to do private battles, he used to beat me up with the E-leader, and now I'm sad. Oh, wait. wait, I can get this one. I know I can get this one. Here we go. Yeah, we got it. We got it. But like, yeah, this today patch day, it's not looking good. I'm pretty sure my win rate like nosedove today. Not that I like seriously care, but I'm like, we basically lost all but maybe 3 matches we had today. We had them before. That's where I got the Kozuna. Oh, but they might have added Ouroboros ones. Now that's relevant to me. I have like Kozuna icon. a made for NSO, but I don't use it because the Bowser ones were so cool. I don't really care about those cephalopods from the promo art because there's none with the hair that I have, so I don't care. If they add an octoling with the curly swirly hair, then yeah, maybe I'll care. Speaking of which, oh my god, I'm in the catalog. It's not like specifically me, but it's an octoling that looks suspiciously like me. Like, hold on, let me. Did I leave it in my download? No, I didn't. Okay, I had to actually go hunt for it really quick. I'm gonna add it so you guys can see. I think it was so funny because I was like, that person looks really familiar. And then I looked at it harder and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn second. There's a bug who just attempted to fly into my eye for some reason. Oh, did I not? Oh, I might have put it in a different folder because I have a Splatoon folder that I put all my Splatoon stuff in. Oh, yeah, here we go. They look suspiciously like me. Also, hold on. I realize now that I'm like, I can't say they suspiciously look like me and not put a picture of my octoling. Let me... I'm gonna pick one that's not spoilery. Actually, I don't have any more recent pictures of her, actually, because I haven't taken any in a while. I can use one of these, I think. Yeah. I said suspiciously looks like me, I wasn't kidding. I'm the orange one, by the way. But yeah, I'm like, they look just like me. Oh my god. Fellow octoling who looks like me. Hello. Oh, YouTube. I am listening to that. Thank you. BTS. I don't think BTS is gonna fix itself this time. Oh no. Oh no. Let me see. I don't think restarting BTS is gonna help at all. It might. Okay. Let me restart it. Because it is running properly, it's just not capturing my camera for some reason. BTS, don't do this to me in the middle of a stream. That kind of sucks. Yeah, like, that's so weird. Like, I love that the octoling looks just like me. I'm like, oh, it's me. Oh. Magic. Forbidden bunny magics turn us into a cute. Not to say that Mo is not cute by default, but become even more cute because Banui. Okay, so it seems like BTS is not actually registering my camera for some reason. Like, it's like, oh, your camera is plugged in, but... Also, sorry for bonking the microphone. Sasuga BTS. Sasuga BTS. That is definitely an eh. It registered for just a second, and just enough for me to smear my face again. Oh my god. Oh wait, are we back? BTS? Wow, we're back. I'm gonna fight BTS. I noticed that, like, even on Android, the facial tracking is really good, but of course, for whatever reason, Apple is just gonna iron grip its face tracking tech until it dies, I guess. And the unfortunate part is, it's the best that we can have. Like, I can't wink. I don't think on Android, I don't think I can wink either. I mean, I can find out. Android should also go all in on it instead of, I don't know, making useless things like being unable to turn off specific things because we said no. Oh, there I am. It's me. Oh, my camera does not like that. I'm trying to calibrate it on my phone. It's actually way more difficult to do on my phone than it is on my PC. Also, I didn't even register the fact that my settings are slightly different. So, like, wow, my eye blinking is very sensitive. Like, it's basically 1-to-1, which is cool. Nope. So if I wink my left eye, I don't do anything. If I wink my right eye, it just, my eyes just close. But it can track my eyes a lot better. I think the only real issue is that, like, it seems to only track one eye properly. So, like, in a lot of, I want to point this out, but if you don't want me to peel back oh my god, BTS, are you serious? Yes, it is serious. If you don't want me to peel back the veil, mute the stream for like a minute. But if you haven't noticed, in a fair amount of my thumbnails, I look cross-eyed. And it's because I usually use my phone to get like images to put of myself on my thumbnails, right? But as I said, it only really moves one eye, so as a result of that, it looks cross-eyed, right? Like, I'm gonna really quick, I'm gonna get rid of these. Oop, that's my caps lock. It's very silly. Yes. Okay. Really quickly, let me see if I can find one that's really good. That's like illustrates my point to a T. Yeah, this one actually. Oh, sorry, chat. I didn't mean to block you, but yeah. Only one of my eyes actually moved, so like it just makes me look kind of cross-eyed. So I'm like, unfortunate. But also, I think I might have posted this one before, but I love this one. This one's really good. This one's really good. Just... the aura it exudes is just very good. I want to like eat my ride chips, but at the same time I don't want people to get upset because I'm eating on stream. But like, I'm snappy. I thought about taking some screenshots with this hair too, but I'm not really planning, like, I may not use this hair except like during summer and warmer months or whatever, because that was like the intention was supposed to be like I tied my hair up to go to the beach and then didn't actually go to the beach. I didn't go to the beach because I hate the beach. But look at look at her, the aura she exudes. She knows something you don't. And it's true, I do know something you don't in real life, like for real right now. I know something you don't. Speaking of something you don't, would you guys like another small sneaky peeky? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna upload this VOD, so don't worry. It will be here later, but I have a small gift for you. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Ta-da! Very small gift from me to you. Shoes. And now she's gone. Goodbye. You will never see her again, so I hope you saw her. She's not coming back. She's dead. That Min is die. Whoever that was, that Min, whichever dimension she came from, she's gone now. I've eviscerated her from this planet. Not specifically from this dimension. She went somewhere else. I can't tell you where, but she did. I don't I don't get to decide where they go. I just vanish them. You know? This one though, you can have back. There she is. Right there. That's me. And I know something you don't. Like what the rest of that avatar look like. But trust me when I say that design is very good. It's very cute. And in fact, I'm very much looking forward to being able to show it to you guys someday. But like I mentioned before, at some point, like, if you start seeing this design and I don't say anything about it, you'll know. That's all you have. That's all I can really talk about, really. Like, that's all I'm willing to say. Like, eventually you're gonna start seeing this design everywhere and you're gonna be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. And I mean, I do want to show you guys, like, I want to show you guys, like, really bad. Not gonna lie. Oh my god, BTS. I want to show you guys really bad. I want you to see it. But not yet. Now is not the time. Maybe someday. Also, I love that my avatar moves a little bit every time it freezes. Just like trying to keep up. Is my camera just running hot? Is that why? Moth, why are you bothering me? Go away, I'm streaming. My house has been inundated with moths in recent history, and I thought it was because it was an infestation. No, my grandfather just likes leaving the door open to let the dogs in and doesn't come in until like 25 seconds later. So, yeah. As a direct result of that, like, frequently the moths just come in. And it's really annoying. But it's okay because I've been able to train my hand-eye coordination to catch them out of midair. Which is cool. I doubt I could do it without my glasses on though. It's like I can see the moth. It's like a fluttery like white brown thing, and then I apparently touched it at some point. But like I could not tell you where it is. I know for sure it's hovering somewhere above my bed. Oh my god, the camera died again. Is it just hot? It is very hot. Oh my god. Is that why? I don't know what to do then. Buy a camera that doesn't overheat in like an hour 15. But it's weird because sometimes it works the entire stream and then other times it just does this an entire stream. I don't know what to do. I really don't. So I don't really have a setup where I can use like my phone or whatever. either. Also, the physics are like way smoother on my phone, mostly because, like I said, my settings are slightly different on my phone because I didn't copy them exactly. I probably should. But, like, I don't know. It's never really something that struck me as something I should do, purely because, like, I didn't really plan to use my phone as a, like, setup device until I get, like, an iDevice. So, like, I'm not really planning to use it other than to, like, take screenshots to put on my thumbnails and stuff. Speaking of thumbnails, because I did actually mention this on stream once before this, I finished a sloppy thumbnail. I don't know if I'm gonna change this or not, but I finished the sloppy thumbnail for something I wanted to do. Oh wait, that's not it. That's not it. Yeah! The random type cassette beast run I wanted to do. Finished the thumbnail for it not long ago. Oh, it's kind of big still. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about doing this actually. I did a small quick test run and it was actually really neat and I'm like, oh, I like this as a concept. So, but it seems like the basic starters are still beast type, but that's fine. I'm looking forward to seeing whether or not they evolve into different types or whatever. I didn't like continue going on that run because like I didn't want to do it off stream or something. But first things first, I have to actually decide on a character that I'm gonna use for that. Because I already used myself, so. Also, my character's design in Cassette Beast was based on this hair. Oh, speaking of, I actually did something pertaining to that. Did I actually save it? I don't remember if I saved it or not. I might have. I did not. Okay, give me one moment. I'm gonna grab it really quick. I'm not going away, but I'm not gonna be tabbed in anymore. I'm not tabbed in to look at chat, because chat is stinky. There we go. That was fast. Ta-da! I really like this design. But it's based off of me in Cassette Beast. I was torn between making like the forelocks long or not, but I wasn't able to get one or the other, like the short hair or the long forelocks. So I was like, heck yeah, I'll just make it short. Oh no, it's an ad break. Okay, cool. Now's a good time for me to crack my back, I guess. Oh, there we go. I don't know if you heard it or not, but it didn't crack the first time. It did the second time. I'll have some water. Perhaps chat should take a swig as well. You have a minute. I don't really have anything to put in the middle of my ad breaks because there's not much to talk about that I'm not already talking about. But I guess VOD watchers and chat and subscribers can know that while there is no ETA on that new design being a thing, my anniversary is October 22nd, which is, I realize, still a month away, but I was thinking about doing something neat for it. I don't remember what day of the week it is, but, like, I don't know. I guess it just kind of depends on how I feel at that time. Let's see. It is on a Sunday, so I probably won't be able to do much on the actual anniversary, but we'll see, right? That's not really all that important, so that's why I'm putting it in the ad break. But yeah, like, I like this design too. In all honesty, I don't know. I don't think I want to use this design as another outfit. But like, maybe I'll have like, I would love to have a reference to the 1.0 in my new avatar too, but I don't even know what part of my design I would even like put in there, so. Cause like, I don't really see, like, hold on, let me we put it up for reference first, right? Like, there's not much on this maid outfit, right? That like we can really like add to a different outfit. Because like, as I'm sure you gathered already, like there are parts of this design that are exactly the same. And I will tell you now, of course, Banui, yeah, the hair is exactly the same, the face is exactly the same. And I'm wearing shoes now, but I will tell you my legs are no longer naked. So that's something to look forward to. I guess. But yeah, like, I don't know. I thought about keeping the ribbon, but I'm like, because I wanted to. I think chokers are cool, so I'm gonna wear a choker instead of the ribbon. But I'm like, it would be cool to like keep the ribbon and put it somewhere in the design, the new design. But I'm like, the place I'd actually want to put it is, I'm gonna spoil the. I'm not gonna tell you what it looks like, but the place I wanted to put it was around my wrist, and my wrists are covered. So that's all I'm gonna say. Also, like, obviously it looks like I'm holding some sort of weird thing or whatever. No, hold on, we'll put it back up so you can see it. We'll do the shoes one because so like, here you go. Obviously holding something, right? Right? Looks kind of dangerous, kind of sparkly. It's got these weird little sparkles there. Right? We got the same hair, we got the same face, the same ears, right? We got shoes on. Legs are not naked. That's a slight spoiler. And another spoiler is that my wrists are covered, both of them. So those are the, besides the visual spoiler, right? Those are the only spoilers you're getting. I have one that's slightly more spoilery, but it just reveals the fact that, you know, my hair and my hair, the shoes, the ears, they're all the same. The face, all of it's the same, right? It looks basically like this, but less black, which is why I'm not using it. It's actually kind of sloppily done. That's why I don't want to show it to you. So I had to do it freehand. Actually, you know what? Here, I'm gonna. We'll get rid of this one. I'll show you what you're gonna hate it. Actually, wait, no, never mind. It has more spoiler than I thought it did. I'm sorry. So I'm not gonna show it to you. But yeah, it was done freehand, so as a result, it's a little sloppy. I don't have like a tablet or anything, so it's not very precise. It also has slightly more spoiler, and I might show that one to you, but not today. Maybe later. But yeah, I was like, I don't know what I can pull from this design and put it in the new design, because like I already have the hair, the face, the ears, obviously. But I'm like, I really like the frill, the rainbow frill, and like this new design also has a rainbow frill, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to put more rainbow frills in it. Like, I think the rainbow frill, the way it is really good. But I mean, I don't know. It's like, looking at it could use more frill, right? But I was also thinking, because I love frill held dresses, right? Like you look under the dress and there's nothing but frills, right? I'm wearing shorts under my dress, like, period. Like, under this one, I'm wearing shorts. So there are no pantsuit shots for you, unfortunately. I mean, I'm 32, so I'm like, if you want, maybe, but you have to ask. You have to be nice. Also, you'll have to pay me roughly $500. No, I'm serious. $500, and you can have a pantsuit. But, right? But wouldn't it be cool if you could not see the shorts, right? And I was thinking, because the shorts are white, we got white, cute white shorts. Yeah, we can make rainbow frills under the dress. I'm still wearing a dress. That's another spoiler. I'm still wearing a dress. But I'm like, I'm also, oh, something else I was thinking about. Oh, for a trigger, right? Like to change the outfit or a bit or whatever, and we could get rid of like the bottom half, like the skirt or whatever, and it would be like shorts. It would be so cute. It's like, ta-da, shorts. You wanna see my shorts? Here are my shorts. They're really cute though. I think you guys will like my new design. It's very cute. It's very cute. Blep has seen it, so he really likes this new design too. And a lot of my friends, they really like it. Milky approved of it. I was really happy. Because Milky, I always run, like, I read this design by Milky, and he's like, I love this design. When I told him I wanted to change my design, he's like, again? I'm like, no, I'm keeping the new design, but I'm changing this design. Like, I don't want to be made anymore. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, yeah. I was like, my old design is like, it's ancient. Like, it was so old. I was like, I need to replace it. So for my 10th anniversary of being this character, I guess, I changed my design completely, and this is what I came up with. So I was like, yeah, this is really cute. Oh, but I have an updated version of my old design too. Hold on, because I'm obsessed with designing more of me because I am full of myself. Not literally, but it's around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Ta-da! It's a new old min. Wait, hold on. Let me rearrange a little bit. Let me scoochy over. I'm hanging out with you, chat. No more. Oh, I'm wearing a mask, so don't worry. It's cool because moon technology. You can't see my mask, but I'm wearing one. Isn't that cool? Moon tech is powerful. Also, I'm fully inoculated, so I have all 4 of my vaccines. I think I need a 5th one, but I don't know if the 5th one is even available yet. But yeah, I got inoculated. I got my 3rd shot last December, and it blew me down. Like I caught an actual flu in November of last year. Then I got COVID vaccinated for the 3rd time. Then I got my 4th shot in March because my special person was supposed to come and see me in April, but things came up and he wasn't able to come. But he came in May and it was nice. And in all honesty, I don't think he should have left, but that's just me. Anyway, back to the design. Orange Min is very cute. I had curly hair. Like I had a lot of. First, my hair was short, right? It was short and curly, because it was at the time it was designed after like actual me. So I made her hair short and curly because that's how I had my hair at the time. And then like I was like, then I grew my hair out while I was in college, so I made my hair longer. That was about as long as my hair was when I was in college. So like I just gave her the curly hair. My hair in real life's not all that curly actually, but yeah. Then she like orange. I like, my favorite color is orange, so I wanted the character that represents me to be orange. So I made her orange. Hi Neve! Hi Neve! Thank you! I'm actually sitting directly straight up, so I will also move my tokens a bit. Oh my god, BTS. I started to stretch and BTS is like, nope, I give up. I should get some water. But yeah. I don't know. I just my favorite thing to do is like this year I decided, since like Guy is my life, right? Well, it has been for 18. Oh my god, 18 years? Oh my god. Oh, my Guy online account is old enough to vote. Oh no. Oh, me too, Leave. Well, I'm happy to see you in chat. We do have alert command, I think, but whatever, it's your prerogative to use it or not use it, but I'm happy to see you in chat. I hope your nerd stuff is going well, because my nerd stuff never goes well. I was doing mathematics in Core Keeper because I was like, how many bars do I need to make this armor set, right? And I'm like, what is this number plus this number? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's 84. And I had to actually go and check it, but it is 84. And then I explained my process aloud. And it's funny because Blep was muted, and I'm just imagining him just looking at me like, she did the mathematics. Wow. I could feel him hovering over the unmute button. I was like, it's 84, right? I'm like, wait a minute. And I'm like, this time, like, is 6 plus... It's 56 and 28, I think? Because I had 28 bars, and I had smelted like 80 something. But I was like, I don't remember if that's enough or not. I don't know. But I'm glad to hear your nerd stuff is doing well. I kind of miss doing my nerd stuff a little bit. Because my Pathfinder group is still on hiatus. I don't think we go back until October, I think. I forgot to ask Mr. DM. But yeah. Basically... What was I talking about? This design. And my Gaia Online account being almost 18. It'll be 18 on the 10th, I think! Oh my god! Oh my god! I cannot believe my avatar is old enough to vote. What the fuck? What the fuck? I can't believe Gaia Online lasted this long. In fact, Gaia is older than my account. Didn't Gaia come out in like 2000, 2001, something like that? I don't remember. But like, I remember my friend was deep into it for a couple years, and then I got into it. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And I can make cute people. And like, I make all my OCs via Gaia. Like, all my loose design characters, like, I make via Gaia now, because I can't draw. Like, I'm sure I can do, like, outfits and stuff for them, but, like, normally I'm not very good at the arts thing. So, like, I make my general design, and then I'm just like, let's fiddle with it a bit, and make it different. We're gonna get rid of the other mins. The other instances of min. So there's just me, and honestly, I don't want to be that close to chat. Trust me, I'm sure you guys are inoculated as much as I am, but like, I get sick really easy. And like, I get sick forever. Like, oh, that's not at the beginning. Oh no. Oh no. That's 15 and a half minutes through the song. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was listening to this not long ago, but no, there we go. We restarted the music. It's okay. Don't worry about it. This one is actually pretty fitting because this is Summer Triangle. Yeah, this is Summer Triangle. And what are we right now if not in the middle of the Summer Triangle, right? Because I don't know about you guys, but I live in an area where summer doesn't end until like mid-October. And I hate it, actually. This place sucks. Oh my god. BTS. Help BTS. You're not helping me at all. You know, BTS has been dying on me all night. I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna go for like an hour or two maybe, and then like, maybe I'll see how I feel around an hour or two in. But oh, speaking of my OCs though, wait, let me recalibrate just in case. I've been doing a lot of Pikaru, right? Pikaru is fun. Like, I don't know if you guys like Pikaru. I like Pikaru, but why is it defaulting to image 3? Oh, because I had this min. She can stay. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. She's doing her best. I have like a bunch of Pikarus of like me. Like I make a lot of them, but I don't post them all because I'm like, no one cares, right? Maybe some people do care, maybe some people don't care. But I made this one. Right after I finished Cassette Piece. It's me in Cassette Piece. I bought a pair of headphones to remind me of my good friend Ramtasm, and also that's my new dog, Barkley. I put a bunch of stickers on it. But like this is like something that I would wear like for real in real life. Like the cute little overall shorts, like I would love to wear those, but they don't really make them in my size. My size, which is big. Okay, what else? We got me as a drink, not of the alcoholic persuasion because I do not drink alcohol. But yeah, I like this one too. This one is really cool. It's like it has like crystals. Like I like to think they're like moon crystals. It has a sakura petal because I was born in April. We got rainbow sprinkles. They're flavored rainbow sprinkles, by the way. They taste like candy. And we got orange because my favorite color is orange. We got an orange accessory. What, I don't know what they call it, or whatever. It's again non-alcoholic drink. Okay, you can drink me whenever. Don't drink me, but you can ask first at least. It's okay if you ask. And then I like this Crew is really cute. I like this one. So it is cute because it's orange. It's me. Very orange. But there were no orange eyes, so I had to make my eyes white. But like, quiet as it's kept, like my default color when orange is not available is white because I just take the main hair color from like my current design, which is of course like rainbow, and the top is like white, so I just use white. Also, my ears are never the same color as my hair. Like, never, unless it's specifically white, right? So, like, that's just a tip for anyone who does fan art. Please do not make my hair the same, my ears the same color as my hair unless the hair color is white. Please, thank you. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Oh, there's this one. I think I posted this one though. This one is me, and Maxie. Maxie, who's not that small, I promise you. She's very big. She weighs like 50. I think the last time we took her to the vet, she weighed 52 pounds. Like, she's supposed to be like 50 to I think 65. So it's like she's in a really good place right now, health, like weight wise. I think 65 is on the chubbier side, but she's very healthy. She's a healthy girl. She had a clean bill of health when we took her to the vet, which was very good. She's just an old girl. She has a couple old girl issues, like she has arthritis and she's losing her nighttime vision, which makes me sad, but it's okay. Also, this one I made for that trainer thing that was going around, where like you do a randomize or you do a quiz or whatever, and the quiz tells you what your type was or whatever. I will admit I got fighting, but then immediately vetoed it because I hate fighting types. Like I think there's maybe 2 or 3 fighting types in the entirety of Pokemon that I like, so I made Ghost because Ghost is my favorite type. Yeah. Let's see. What else? I made a lot of them recently. Oh wait, where's the one that had the cute chinchilla looking ears? Did I not keep that? I did. Oh, this one. Here it is. I like this one. This one had white hair, but didn't have white eyes, right? And there was no orange hair, and I was very confused. So I'm like, okay. Typically what I do is that I just try to make it look like the Sheepow version of me. The one with the white hair and the silver. Like, hold on, because if I don't show it, like, cause I don't really use the avatar anymore, and that's like a prerogative thing, right? Like, it's just not something that makes my brain do the thing. Here it is. Very large. There. That's what I made it look like. No more of that, Banui. I actually use that I use that version of my avatar a lot exclusively because like I just like monochrome. Makes my brain make the happy chemical. Let's see. Anything else that's fun? Oh, do you guys want to see the channel point icon? There it is. It's a bunny boop. One very big bunny boop for chat. One very large bunny boop. This is the legendary mega bunny boop. I watched the long play of Banjo-Tooie in recent history. I forgot about the Mega Globo somehow, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's an absolute unit!" And then when the person picked it up and Jam Jars was like, "That's the Mega Globo," I'm like, they just called it a Mega Globo. Like he's just a really big boy. Him named Globo, Mega Globo. Wow, but it's the one that turns Kazooie into the dragon. Also, like, honestly, I think my design is really good. I'm absolutely biased. Hold on. Because this image is very large. This image is absolutely... Can we not? OBS, can you please stop being a pain in the tuchus for like 5 seconds? No. I'm gonna squish it so that way it's not even. Yeah. There it is. It's me. Well, yeah, it's not like my design is bad. I'm just sick of it. I've had it for so long. I'm just trying to. I'm like, I need to throw it away. And I promise you, like, half a year into using my new avatar, I'm gonna be like, well, it's time to get a new design. I hope not. I don't want to be that person. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being that person. I personally just don't want to do that. I just don't really have that kind of money. Also, if anything, if I have like 40 million avatars, I would just want like themed ones off with games that I really enjoy. Like, I'd love to get like a Terraria avatar or something, like Splatoon or whatever, but I don't have that kind of fundage, so it's okay. Also, like, I'm that type of person who falls in love with one design and then doesn't want to use the other ones anymore, so that one in itself would be dangerous. I know for sure, but if I got a Splatoon themed one, I would probably end up using that one the most because it's monochrome. Because like I'm using the Umebozu, I think Umeboshi. No, it's not Umeboshi. It's Umebozu. I'm pretty sure. Jersey. I'm using the hero head mindset, whatever the hell. And I got my pearl onyx oysters on my kicks, my Tony Kensa shoes. But yeah, I was kind of hoping I could reprise my role from the second game, rather, being a Tony Kensa model, but a lot of the headgear for Tony Kensa sucks. So the shoes are cool, and some of the returning stuff is cool, but like some of the new stuff I don't like that much. Like if I made it Terraria, I would. Well, that one would be all black because Arya herself is like just black. So like I don't know. I guess that would be fine too, but I don't know. I would get attached to it, and then I wouldn't want to use like another one. And I would hate for that to happen because I would have all these different avatars and stuff, and then I'd never use them. But yeah, because like I got attached to that the CN dress, and then I rarely use my maid outfit anymore, which I'm just like, that's really bad because that is not my default design, and I don't want people thinking that is my default design. But I also realized that was 100% my own damn fault. So like I don't know. If I had the funds, would I do it? I'm not entirely sure then either. Like, maybe I would make a bunch of outfits and then just like have them be roughly the same. Not like, I don't want to say roughly the same because that's not what I mean either. But like they would be different, but they would have have a vibe that I can just like okay, well, you know, I can have this outfit with a jacket on, you know, I can have this outfit with the jacket off, I have, like, a version with the shorts, and then I have the full regular version that has the dress, and then, like, I have, like, for something formal, I would have, like, a party-esque dress type thing, you know, things like that. Or, like, I have a cute, classy, like, swimsuit. Like a swim dress! Oh my god! I would love to make like a little swim dress to have for like summer or like playing water themed games and stuff. Like that would be cute and fun, I think. But like things like that. You know? But like it's funny because I'm like, that's a lot of work, but it's mostly just expensive. That's it. Like I would 100% absolutely want to pay for that if I could afford it. Type of deal. But like this time when with my avatar, I'd love to be able to sit down with my artist and be like, okay, this is what I want, right? Like, and I promise you, like, all the changes I want to make to the outfit, like, I have my character sheet, but there's no, like, changes that I want to make to it. I have already, like, drawn out the changes that I want. So I promise you, 1,000,000% when we get this new design up and running, it will be 100% me and my artist doing it, right? Like, because I think the major issue with my current one is the fact that, like, I feel like it had very little. I know I probably had more say than I did, and I was just excited. You know, I jumped a fair amount of guns and I didn't stick my foot down when I was upset about something, and I should have. And I love my art mama so much. It is amazing being part of that family. And I'm just like, it doesn't feel me anymore. And that happens, you know? Like sometimes you just outgrow something. Even like habits, you change them. But like like, I don't know how to properly explain how I feel, but it just doesn't feel like me anymore, if that makes sense. And not in a sense that like I'm completely changing my design or anything, because I actually did think about rebranding as well, but Milky said that I was not allowed to do that, so I made a new outfit. Because I do have a character that I really like, that I mean, she's recent. Like, I made her, what was it, last year, I think? Was it 2022? Might have been 2021. I don't remember. I made a lot of characters in recent history. I guess while we're in the ad break, I'm gonna check Discord, because I have a DM from a friend I haven't heard from in a couple days. I'm curious as to what she wants. She posted a meme. Oh my god. Oh my Jesus Christ. Oh my god. It was a meme of a steak, and the steak is like super thick. It looks like it's well done, right? But it's completely dry. There's no juice. There's no steak juice. Ah. It's awful. Oh my god. I keep looking at no. I don't want to look at it anymore. Ah. Getting a little sleepy. Little sleepy bun, little sleepy. That's me. I'm gonna have a swig of water. Oh my god. Welcome back from the ad break, everyone who was in the ad break. For those of you watching the VOD, whether you're watching it on Twitch or on YouTube, sorry. Oh my god. choking on water. So I'm like, 10 seconds left in the ad break. I'm gonna take a swig of water really quick. Casually chokes on the water in the meantime. Okay. Oh my god. No, not the hiccups. So while I was holding my breath for the hiccups, the moth that's been flying around my room landed on my keyboard, right? I didn't have any tissues ready to actually be able to capture the moth. So I had to try to get something ready, but then it crawled under my keyboard. Like, it's on, I think it's on my laptop keyboard now. But I don't want to, like, lift my actual, like, mechanical keyboard off my computer lest I startle the moth. Oh, I found it. Wait. Haha. Got him. Thank you, BTS. That was definitely a time for you to freeze. Dear God, BTS. That's terrible. Thank you. I hate it. Now I get to look like that until the stupid thing decides to re-register itself. But I was talking about my design. Yeah. I think I said pretty much all I wanted to say, actually. Like, I think it's just time to move on to something that I like more. You know? And also, like, I think one of the things I would love to do is, like, commission outfits from artists, because apparently that's a thing that I can actually do. Because I'm like, I'm sick of my own design skills. I want to see what someone would make for me. So I think I might, like, if I ever get the actual funds to do so, I would absolutely love to commission, like, 10 artists and be like, yo, can you, like, here's my base design, can you make something for me? Because apparently, like, that only really runs, like, 100 to maybe 200. I think the most expensive one I saw was, like, 250. But I'm just like, I don't know. 250 is not terrible, I don't think. 250 for just an outfit, though, is kind of pricey for my blood, but that's just me, you know? I can always try to find someone else who will do it for not 250. And to everyone who can do it for 250, I'm jealous. I am jealous of your monetary status. Bro, let me have your wallet. For reasons. Smiles. But like, yeah, I have an actual like shopping list that I made. Yeah, it's gonna run me like 3K. Cause I want new overlays done. Let's see. I got the model. I want new badges, actual bit badges, customized ones. Ask someone to do my channel point icon because bunny boops are very good, don't get me wrong, but like we want something cuter than bunny boop, right? Then I'd like new emotes and to have emotes for every tier because I only have them for tier 1 right now. Then I want to commission art to be done for my Twitter and Twitch banners. We got icons. And I don't know if I want my Twitter and Twitch icons to be separate right now, but I have them both listed just in case I do. The new overlays, a logo, because I haven't done that ever. Then I'd like to get a just chat room done, right? And then if I can actually like truly afford it, I would absolutely love to get a custom CSS for chat. So, like, you guys are fine, I'm sure, but, like, yeah. Yeah, right, Leaf. Like, you understand. But I mean, hey, Leaf, if you do any of that stuff and you take commissions, do let me know. Because I would absolutely love to commission someone like in my community if they do that sort of thing. I would absolutely love to do that. And of course, I 1000% will put you in the credits of where you belong. Me too, Leaf. Ah. Like, I have a kind of design. Like, I have a rough design. I don't even. You know what? Fine. Like, I have a rough thing for my logo that I'm only gonna show for a little bit because I didn't actually pay for these icons. So, where did I put it? Where did I? No. Where did I put it? Oh, I may not have lost it. Wait, hold on. Oh my god. Thank you, Twitch. Now at least I can do that from this window. Yeah, even when I used to draw, like, traditionally, I was never good at it. Like, I had a friend who was really, really good at it, but like, oh my god, we're back. But like, no, I'm like, me, myself, I've always been the writer of the group, right? So, hold on, let me, did I maybe put them in here? No. I don't know, it's gonna take me a moment to actually find these, but yeah. I mean, I could look at a reference and still be bad at it. Like, I can draw clothing and stuff on a figure if someone gives it to me, or if I freehand a figure, I can do it as well, but like, other than that, I'm not very good at drawing, really. Like I mentioned, my thing is writing. Oh, I found it. Okay, it is actually in here. I was like, wait a minute. It was in the folder I had a feeling it was in, and I just didn't look hard enough. But yeah, that's my concept. Very, very rough, very loose concept, but that's the concept for my logo. It's not very good. And I promise you there's a space there, but I think I might have mentioned this before, but I have been looking on VGen personally for like all that cool stuff. For like logo making and all whatever, like all of it. You can find pretty much anything you're looking for essentially for your brand on VGen, whether or not you plan to be a VTuber or not, which I think is really cool. Okay, well then you probably know about VGen. I do know a fair amount of my friends who are also trying to get into VTubing didn't know about VGen, so I've been trying to tell everyone about it. So like, VGen is so cool. There's just a huge collection of artists, from people who make your overlays and your logo to people who design your avatar with you. Like, or even if you don't even have an avatar, you can pay them like a designing fee and they'll sit down and do it with you. I think that's pretty rad, honestly. I mean, thankfully, like, I already have my design, so I'm just gonna use that one. But like, basically, I'm just like, okay, well, here's my rough draft of a logo. Can you make this cool? Oh, I love threatening my artist friends with money. Absolutely. I mean, I kind of wish that my good friend Milky was like more digital artist too, because like his art is amazing. I don't want to show any of it on stream because I think I like being alive in comparison to Milky of all people killing me. But yeah, Milky's art is amazing, and he lost his confidence at some point, and I don't know when or why, what happened, but I love his art, and in all honesty, I wish he would go back to drawing and that he would move to digital. So I could literally be like, here's new key art of me drawn by my wife. But I don't know. Blep was getting into Blender for a bit because he was doing modding and stuff for a community that doesn't deserve him, but that's okay because he only gives them to me. But yeah, I'm like, if my significant other was like get into Blender or whatever, like I don't think I want to be a 3D VTuber, but I would absolutely love to get like a thing done of me. But yeah. Unfortunately, as he says, keyword was. Also, like, I used to make my own Minecraft skins. I also used to make skins for my friends, too. But, like, I know one friend who had a skin done for them by someone else, and they didn't want, like, I redid, like, I didn't, it was one of those things where, like, you don't realize that you were overstepping your boundary until someone mentioned it, right? But, like, I redid their skin because I thought it was really cool, and I really liked the concept. And they're like, well, I'm not using this. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, I remember being really upset about it. Not because it took me so long, but because, like, I didn't realize it was going to be a point of contention, you know? But I was like, I thought the concept was so cool. I was like, yeah. And it's funny because the person who made them the skin was a mutual friend. And they were like, I love this. They're like, what the hell? I love this! They're like, you put like shading on it and all that cool stuff. It looks amazing. Like, what the hell? And I was like, yeah, he was kind of really upset about me doing it. And they're like, why? Like, that was literally just a loose concept I made in paint. Like, it's ugly in comparison to this. But like, that was the only real like art that I did. Like, even digitally. But like, I guess back in the ancient days of DeviantArt, I used to do like Pokemon sprite recolors too. But of course DA is like, well, this isn't yours, so obviously you can't submit this. And now they're allowing people, they have their own AI system. So yeah, I feel really, really angry about that in comparison now. Like, this was back in the day when, you know, we're like 16, 17. So, like, that sort of thing wasn't even that huge a deal. And people, it's funny because people were doing worse than just recoloring sprites. Like, there was someone who was literally re-uploading my friend's entire gallery. And was actually because they were a person, like, they were more influential or whatever, they were getting more views and stuff than she was. So, at one point, they claimed that she was a fraud, like, she was copying them, and DA took her account down. But, like, her account was 4 or 5 years older than this other person's account. And they were literally just downloading her art and then re-uploading it basically hours later. And I'm just like, cool. Like, she was so upset, she basically just pulled all of her art. Like, she was just like, I'm done. Which was really upsetting, because, like, back in that day, I think it was still when we were doing, like, we were mostly on Gaia and DA and stuff. And she literally just, like, she was doing, you know, like, avatar art commissions and stuff like that. She stopped doing them. Because, like, she would get the approval, and people would be like, yeah, I absolutely like this. This is the art that I want. And then they would, oh, that's not at the beginning either. To be fair, You and Me is a really good song. But, yeah, I was, like, ugh. I was so frustrated for her, right? Because basically she would upload that avatar art, like, to DA, to her gallery, and it would basically just be like, you know, Gaia Online, like, gold commission screen name, right? But they would basically like I said, download it, re-upload it, like, hours later, and then, like, name it something completely different, you know, like Blue Flame Guy or some stupid stuff like that. and they would just get thousands upon thousands of views and stuff. And then what killed me was when DA was just like, okay, well, we see that your art was uploaded first, but we still think that you're stealing art from this person. Do you have a defense? Can you prove this art is yours? And she's like, yeah, I actually have the files like available that are named exactly what the title is. Like, and I think back then when you download something from Gaia, it had the same like file name, right? But like, I'm just like, oh, I cannot believe that basically they accused my friend who was the one actually drawing this. And it's funny because this particular friend and I went to the same high school. I mean, we drifted apart after high school, but I would literally be sitting next to her watching her draw these commissions. Traditionally first. And she always did her sketch traditionally, then like, her family was cool and they owned a scanner. My family did not own a scanner. But yeah, basically she would take them home, she would scan them in, or like sometimes like she offered what she called a traditional color, right? And basically she'd be like, hey, this is a commission from Gaia, do you want to color this, like line and color this for me? And I would take it home and I would line it and I would color it, and then she would share some of the gold with me. She considered those collaborations, which they were. So, you know, it's like we had a system basically, and it was always cool because apparently people really liked the traditional coloring. Because like I remember one week when we were like at school, she's like, I have like 10 commissions to do this weekend, can you like come and sleep over so we can just do them? I'm like, 10? 10? It was like, I think about that specific time and it was so nice. And then like when we were maybe 16 or 17 is when this happened. So I was like, cool, nothing is sacred. And I think that's when I started getting like, I started not trusting administrations. Like, holy moly. And I thought it was really stupid because like, I literally, like, I was the only one with an actual, like, camera phone. So I actually took pictures of some of the traditional ones that we had done, right? And they're basically like, nope, these were definitely traced. And I'm like, yeah, maybe they were traced because the lines are a little lumpy because the clipboard I use is a little lumpy. But like, I remember one person who just kept commissioning more and more of their character from us. They're just like, I think it's charming. I think it's funny that it's lumpy. I'm like, don't call him lumpy. He's lumpy, but don't call him lumpy. Now I'm sad. But man, I just, oh, it's so dumb. And meanwhile, the same freaking website is like, we have our own AI art generator. Like, you've gotta be kidding me. You've absolutely gotta be kidding me. Holy shit. It doesn't get any worse than this, like, right? At least I hope it doesn't. Like, this is absolute dystopia, as it is. I just, oh my god. The more I think about it, I hope she's doing well, because I've not, like I said, we grew apart after high school, and I have not heard of her or about her in quite a while. So, like, I just know the last I heard from her, she was pulling away from social media, and that was 6 years ago. Out of the, like, 14, 15, I've been out of school. Oh, my nimmy-nims are making noises. But yeah, I was honestly, I remember I was so mad for her. And at that point, she literally was just like, I guess that's just life. Like, that's the way life is. It sucked because at the time, like, her parents were going through a very nasty divorce. As in, like, her dad was basically blaming everything on her and her sister. I'm like, this sucks. This just sucks. Peanut M&Ms are like the best. Also, sorry, I keep calling them M&Ms. That's what I used to call them when I was a kid. M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms. On occasion, I still call them M&Ms. But that was like from 30 years ago. That my body remembers M&Ms. Man, now that I'm thinking about her, I hope she's doing well. Like, every so often, I just remember that. Like, when the fucking announcement, when I saw it on, like, Twitter, I'm just like, DeviantArt, the one website who accuses you of stealing somebody else's art even though it's yours, and they're stealing your art, is now stealing your art. Just, wow. Oh, I thought I dropped one. I didn't. They put basically all my yellow M&Ms at like the bottom. What the hell? I just reached my hand in and grabbed a bunch of them, and most of them are orange. Like, what the hell? The color balance of these M&Ms is yes. That's okay, I'm gonna eat them. They'll all come out the same color, which is, you know, the inside of the M&M, which is to say brown. They're all brown M&Ms at the end, right? Let's see. What else do I have to talk about? I know I should be ending stream soon because it is kind of late. But, like, I don't know. I want to stream more. But I also don't have anything interesting to talk about, I realize now. I think the most interesting thing I even talked about today was Disgaea, actually. I guess I can say I think the consistency thing has been working out for me. Because I think I've streamed pretty much every week in the past few weeks before, right? Actually, no. I think there was a week where I didn't stream in August. If I'm pretty sure? I don't remember. I'm sure Twitch would tell me. But I'm sincerely hoping that we are on track for our goals for this year. Let me remind you of what the goals are. Or rather were, I guess. Whatever. No, I put them in their own folder. Here we go. These are my goals for 2023. Right? I'm gonna make it a bit smaller so you can see me. Hi. So, double my broadcast from last year. I only streamed 24 times last year, right? So basically, I think I streamed once a month, except in April. I think. Don't quote me. But I'm hoping I'm on track to getting to 48. I have been streaming fairly frequently, actually. And I think I've been streaming pretty much every Saturday since the beginning of July, which is pretty rad. Because that's at least once a week for 8 weeks. So that's at least 8, right? I already hit 100 followers. That's the one goal we already hit. So, yay! Thank you! Yay! There are more people chatting. Last year we had 1.4k messages in my chat. I'm pretty sure we're well beyond that by now. But that's okay. Also, I feel like I can scratch out see more of my emotes too, because I've actually been seeing a lot of my emotes being used. And I'm pretty sure that's mostly thanks to Blep, who is subbed to a lot of different VTubers. But he has a lot of favorite VTubers, which is cool. That means I know for sure my emotes are being used on Twitch somewhere. That's not me using them in Almi's chat. Let's see. Commission emotes and more art for the channel. Take care, better care of myself while streaming. This is something I actually have been doing, so I feel like we can scratch that one off too. I don't go to the bathroom during streams though, but I'm also I want to say cast iron bladder. No, I have a diamond bladder. I could hold it all day. Idle meetings, I don't care. I don't need them. Meanwhile, I'm like, I drink a bunch of water and then 10 minutes later, like if I'm not streaming, I'm like, I have to go. I gotta go idle meeting. To the little Banui room. I'll be back. Make more memes of myself. I've made more memes, but they have not been of me. I think I did make a meme of me this year. Did I? I don't remember. Oh no, I did the bingo. The bingo. The VTuber bingo. The one that was going around not long ago. Oh, excuse me, about your design and stuff. I did that one. But that would, like, I've made more memes, but not of me. I don't know if I should count that. I mean, the probably of myself was in parentheses, so maybe I can count that. And unfortunately, I think the last goal was not going to happen. Unfortunately. It's unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Also, if you're asking if I have a lot of people subscribed to my channel, the answer is no. I have 5 subscribers, I think. But I have 100 followers, so like that's cool. I'm very, very popular. I have 100 people in my community. Just kidding. I have like 6 who come by, and I have like a couple people who come by on a regular basis, and I'm very happy to see them when they do come by. But I hope my VOD watchers one day become live watchers. Don't be shy. Come and say hello. And I will say hi. And you could be like, I watch your VODs, and I'll be like, oh, thank you. You are valid. Or you don't have to say anything in chat at all. You can just, I don't know, lurk, or you can put like exclamation point lurk. And then Stream Elements will say, thank you for your lurk. Not Stream Elements, Moobot. Moobot will tell you, thank you for your lurk. Also, hi, I'm back, apparently. But, oh, ad break, no! God damn it. I have sniffles. Oh, no. It's not that cold. Oh my god, BTS. I'm going to fight you tonight. I'm gonna fight you tomorrow night. I'm gonna fight you every night. Guys, it's 69 degrees right now. Nice! 69 entire degrees. Did you know that 96, if you switch the numbers, becomes 69? That's so stupid. Everyone knows that. Everyone is smarter than me. Anyone smarter than me will know that 96 technically backwards is 69. Duh. I wanna make some fried rice. I don't have any fried rice. I don't have any cooked rice. Of course I don't have fried rice. I haven't fried the rice yet. Duh. I have like ponzu. And I wanna like put it in my fried rice. Hello everyone, welcome back who's watching the ad break. I was talking about wanting to make fried rice. Because I was like, I have ponzu right? And I'm like, what does it taste like in rice, fried rice? Instead of, but oh, I just realized like I can't really use it in place of soy sauce because like it'll taste weird, right? Because ponzu is more. Oh, long time no see indeed. I hope you've been well. Earlier I was talking about how my community has like very few people that come by. Kamikanu is one of the people who come by, so I hope you've been well. I hope if you're going back to school that school doesn't suck. Damn. Imagine going to school, getting an education, and becoming more smart. Could not be me. I'm poor. I'm laughing, but it hurt. I want to go back to school, maybe get licensed or something to do like pharmacy tech or something. I was like, really quick, I want to like touch on this. I'm afraid of committing myself to anything besides like my dearest. I don't want to commit myself to a career and then I hate it. Right? Happy early birthday! That you're not dating? is that supposed to be, is that code that I should know? Am I too old to know this code? I think I might be. Or is it this person is a friend with capital letters? Yes, I'm assuming. Oh, now dating. Nice. Congratulations. With 21 whole years? Wow, you're so baby. I think we talked about this for New Year's though, but wow, you are really young. Not like me, ancient decrepit rabbit who's like way older than everybody. I'm way older than Blep, actually. I guess Milky's technically not older than Milky, but Milky's also very old. And Sauce, whenever he comes around, he's also old. We're all in the 3s now. F's in the chat. Pretty soon I'm gonna be over the hill, actually. Not my generation, though. My generation is apparently living longer than ever. Oh no. The one generation that wants to die the most is gonna live the longest. Damn. Nice. See, that's the best time. See, you did it. You were worried about it, and then it turns out you were worried about nothing. That's excellent. I'm so happy for you. But yeah, 9 years, like, it's so crazy. When I turned 21, I was so excited, not because I can like drink or whatever, because I don't drink. But like, I'm like, I can go to bars with my friends and all that cool stuff. Never mind the fact that I'm the oldest person here. I'm like, yeah, I have friends who were born in the same year, but like, the closest friend to me is my best friend, and her birthday's in July. So, meanwhile, I'm in like April, and I'm like, well, nice. I think that's basically. I don't know. I don't think I can say that's basically how my current relationship started, but it basically is actually. Oh yeah, I'm everyone's DD because I don't drink. Also, I usually get infinite sodas. The one bar that charged me for all of my sodas, we did not go back to. Cause like they told me they were infinite, then when they brought us the bill, there was like 8 different. Cause like I wanted to try one of each of their sodas because they had craft sodas. So I tried one of each of their sodas with the assumption that they were free. And they're like, oh no, only the Pepsi Colas are free. I'm like, you did not say that at the beginning of the night. Oh. Also, thank you for the hydration check. I was eating chocolate earlier and I had the water bottle in my hand, but I was still talking because I have one brain cell. I was just like, yikes. So like if you do go drink, I'd say if you have local friends who also drink, go with them. And if you have a friend in your group who is the reliable person who does not drink at all, I'm not saying let the friend have a drink at the beginning of the night. No, like a friend who doesn't drink at all, ask them if they're willing to be your DD. Because, like, I cannot tell you how many times, like, my friend group has the one DD, and that's me, right? But, like, I can't tell you how many DUIs one of my friends has gotten because, oh, I'm just gonna have a beer at the very beginning of the night, right? And then they get pulled over because it's like 3 in the morning, and of course, cops are gonna be out there near bars looking for you people just like you. I'm like, oh my god. And it's funny because 9 times out of 10 in those situations, like, all they had to do was like give me a call, right? Also, you have to be 21 to enter a casino. Since when? I mean, I guess I know in my state you have to be 21, but maybe. I mean, in Vegas you only had to be like 15, and I couldn't do anything, but I could be in there. Never mind the fact that I wasn't even 15, actually it was only 14, but you know. We pass. It's funny because when I was younger, like, everyone assumed I was older because I have very large booba. But, now that I'm older, like in my 30s, everyone assumes I'm half my age. I'm just like, I am not. Like, back when I was working at Dog Park, basically, everyone assumed that I was like 15 or 16. I'm like, I drive. I own my car, right? I talk about my dad all the time. Like, I get that you guys might think that I'm really young because I talk about my parent, singular, a lot, but like, no, I'm I was besides one other person, I was the oldest person there. So like like one of my team leads is like in his 60s, 70s, and I'm in my, like, when I first started there I was 29. Then I celebrated my 30th birthday there. So like, how did you not know? Like, it's funny because, like, I didn't tell my team lead in advance that I was gonna be there on my birthday because I didn't know I was gonna be there on my birthday. Then, no, wait, no. That was when I turned 29. My mistake. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I started when I was 28. I celebrated my 29th birthday and I was there. Then for my 30th birthday, I was on vacation. But, like, it was so funny because apparently, like, everyone came and got my cake or whatever and apparently ignored the 2 candles that said 2-9. Like, one of my supervisors even asked me how old I was turning, and I'm just like, the candles are on the cake, bro. Like, what? You're killing me here. You cannot be serious. But, like, the only reason I was up there is because, like, some of my coworkers during 2020 were still working there. And, like, I went up there to celebrate with them because they were literally the only friends I could go up in there and I could go and see. It was like most of my friends are immunocompromised, so, like, I asked my usual team lead, are you gonna be up there on April 19th? He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be up here. I'm like, cool, I'm bringing a cake. And he's like, oh, for your birthday? I was like, yeah. Yeah, for my birthday. And, like, at first, because I'm in casual clothes, they weren't gonna allow me back there, but I brought my ID. And they're like, oh, you work here! Yes, I work here. This is my home store. I brought my birthday cake so I'd have people to celebrate my birthday with. Cause, God, like, my birthday was in the first real month of COVID, so, like, damn, it sucked. I'm like, I literally went to work so I can celebrate my birthday with people I know. And it was actually kind of funny because, like, my team lead was there. He's like, He's like, oh yeah, I forgot to. Well, he's like, well, happy birthday, first of all. Second of all, how old are you gonna be? And I'm like, I'm 29 today. He's like, huh? You're older than me? Yes. Apparently, I'm older than you, I guess. He's like, yeah, I'm 28. Like, I'm gonna be 28 this year. I'm like, oh, aren't you, baby? And then another one of my teammates came in and she's like, well, I'm gonna be 21 this year. And I'm like, never mind, you're not baby, she's baby. And like one of my coworkers who eventually became a team lead, she's like, dude, when you told me how old you were, I was like, this bitch is lying. This bitch is absolutely lying to me. And she's like, bro, well, that's not what she said, but bro, show me your ID. I showed her my ID and she's like, I'm dying. She's like, I'm just gonna take this spatula and shove it into my brain. What the heck? Are you serious? This is 91. I'm like, yeah. She's like, you look so young. I thought you were younger than me. I'm so sorry. Cause she was kind of cross and kind of mean to me initially, right? But like during COVID, we worked together a lot, you know? Yeah, I know that feeling too, Kamikanu. I had braces when I was 18 and I went to an interview and they thought that I was only like 14 or 15. They're like, you can't work here. I'm like, I'm 18. I'm 18. I have my ID. I brought my birth certificate. Like legit, like most of my coworkers didn't believe me. Like they legit wanted papers for me to prove that I was like in my 30s. They didn't believe me. I'm like, no, I'm turning 30 next year. And it was so funny because I celebrated 31, but I was on vacation. But I brought my cake early because I'm like, today's my last day before I go on vacation. So I brought cake for everybody again. I'm sorry, Leaf. I'm ancient. I think maybe Almi thought he was older than me too, so don't feel bad. But yeah, I'm dust in the wind compared to some of you guys. Oh, your baby. I turned 32 this year. Well, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, you're older than Blep, so. Let's see, you told your coworkers you were 20? She told them when you were 16? Oh my god. Dear god. Oh yeah, didn't kids start college this year? Dear god, what a baby. What an actual baby. Actually a baby. A lot of people, like, when they see my face, they're like, there's no way. No way. Cause like, I think the first time I met my dad's friend, she didn't believe him because like he always told her about his daughter, and he's like at the time he was like, oh, she just turned 25. I think it was 25, something like that. It was right after my birthday, and she apparently got me a birthday gift, so I was like really excited. But she got me the first gift she got me was a $10 Roblox gift card, and I'm like, what am I gonna use this for? I still don't think she believes me when I tell. She's like, I can't believe you're in your 30s now. I'm like, I can. Such is the passage of time. Oh my god, how do you work with people? Well, I ask you, but I used to work with people who were younger than 16. They had actual work permits. I've never seen a work permit in my life. Golden Retriever kind of vibe. I'm dying. I'm told it's just like I'm told it's the way I express myself is rather like, I don't want to say like current day, but like it's more like younger, like on the younger side. And like they're like, oh, it's because you're so playful and so fun, like we so friendly. We thought you were like a little kid. And I'm like, no. In reality, I'm the oldest person in this store right now. I'm ancient. I am like 40. But didn't you just turn 30? I'm 40. But like it was so funny because like even before that, like a lot of the younger coworkers, they were like, yo, can I get your opinion on this? But like it was like, well, my boyfriend and I were having a disagreement the other day, and like, but they're like, we were doing that because you sound so down to earth, and now we know why. I'm like, I've been through a lot in my life. I'm not that much older than you, though. Oh my god. That's so funny, Lee. In reality, you were almost 30. I think I did the same thing to everybody. But like, I used to, like back when Dog Park was actually closed and my store was open, people had fun trying to guess my age, right? Because like, people who knew would just be like, how old do you think Min is? And the new person would be looking at me, they're like, she doesn't look that old. Like, I'd say maybe 16, 17. And then they're like, the whole store would start laughing. And they're like, why are you guys laughing? And like, one of my supervisors, like, when I first went back, I went to go see him because I had to go and talk to him because he did my COVID certification. And he's like, I have the actual certificate in case you need it, so I need you to come to my office. So I was like, okay, no problem. So I went up there and we had a chat, and he's like, okay, well, I'm not trying to keep you from work, so I need you to go to your store and do all your stuff. So I was like, okay, no problem. Then like for a couple weeks, he would just come out and hang out with me, right? So we would talk about video games and stuff, because there's not like there's anything else to do, right? And then like one week, I was talking about my dad's cars. I think he was getting his car serviced. And he's like, oh, what kind of car does your dad drive? I was like, oh, he drives a Q45. He's like, in Infinity? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, what kind of car do you drive? I'm like, I drive a PT Cruiser. It's like an '03 Cruiser. And he's like, that's so you, right? And he's like, but wait, why are you driving a car that's like slightly older than you? And I'm like, I'm older than a PT Cruiser. He's like, so what are you, like 19, 20? I do. She is a white PT Cruiser. And guess what her name is? It's PT, I'll tell you. I'm not very creative. Actually, my dad named her and it stuck, so. My dad's like, or my supervisor, not my dad. My supervisor's like, you're older than a PT Cruiser, so you must be like 19, 20. I'm like, no. He's like, higher, I'm assuming maybe, okay, 20, 23. No. 24? 5? No. No. He's like, okay, I'm guessing my own age, final answer, 27. No. He's like, wait, you're older than me? Yes. Apparently. I don't even think I said yes. I think I just said apparently. And he's like, man, I just thought, like, when you told me your dad let you play the N64, I just figured your dad had a really good taste. But in reality, you're the gamer. You're the family gamer. I'm like, yes. Yes. Because he thought it was funny, and I told him my first ever video game was Tetris. And he's like, yo, I like the original one for Game Boy. I was like, yeah. He's like, holy, that's so cool. Your family is like a family of gamers. And I told him, like, we used to own a Sega Saturn. Like, I remember recounting to him, like, the lengths my grandfather and I went to getting games for the Saturn. Like, oh my god. Oh, I went at Clockwork Night too. My grandfather and I ran around like I think we drove through like 6 or 7 cities going to like EB Games and places like that, and no one had it. Yeah, basically, that was me too. Or better yet, I'm the witch who wrote it. I'm the one who wrote the deep magic. Bro. You know that ancient tome you said you found the other day? That's my diary, bro. Because I remember like one of my coworkers, I think, yeah, I had like one coworker who worked directly with me who was older than me, and even then he was only older than me by like 8 months. Because he was born, yeah, his birthday was in November of 90, and I'm in April of 91. And he's like, we're basically siblings. So I'm like, yeah. Oh my god, my throat's getting dry. One sec. Oh my god. But yeah, like some of my friends were laughing. Oh, not my friends. Some of my coworkers were laughing. Because I told them about being in elementary school playing Animal Crossing. They didn't believe me. They're like, come on. I'm like, Animal Crossing came out in 2001, right? They're like, yeah. I was like, I was 10. It was literally 10. And like, I also, like with the Wii, I didn't get the GameCube until the year after it came out. And the first game my dad got me was the original Animal Crossing in the States. Okay, I know there was another Animal Crossing that was just ported to the GameCube. But in the States, the one on the GameCube was the first Animal Crossing. But yeah, like, I remember spending my entire summer trying to wake up at like 5:45 so I could do the little aerobics exercise thing, like at 6. Then I remember spending the entirety of the like this time of year fishing up arapaima, the fish that's worth 10k, right? Like, I'm like, I remember that. And then Melee, oh my god, I think I got Melee like 2 months after I got the GameCube, and I played the heck out of Melee, like, and so much so, in fact, that at one point I wiped all my data just so I could unlock everyone again, because I thought it was that much fun. Then I remember going to store after store after store with my dad, looking for a Wii. No one had a Wii within like 5 cities out and 5 cities back, basically. Just not a single Wii in stock, not a single one. Which is funny because there's a GameStop near Dog Park that said they had Wiis and they were gonna hold one for me. My dad and I go out there. Oh, we sold it. Sounds to me like you weren't gonna hold it in the first place. If I could make a mad, I would make a big mad. I remember being so mad. I'm like, I hate this GameStop. And not only that, like, right, that apparently that GameStop was supposed to have associates discounts for us. They never did. And it's funny because my GameStop, which is like super close to me, it's like 5 or so, maybe 10 minutes away, depending on traffic. But like my girl up there, the manager, she's so great. She's like, when I walked in one day, I went to go reserve Violet in Splatoon 3, and she took one look at me because I had just got off work, and she's like, yo, I haven't seen you in your uniform in a long time. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I like literally just like, I did a half shift today, so they sent me home. She's like, oh, so you weren't staying until midnight. I was like, well, I didn't know I wasn't staying until I got ready to clock out for lunch, and it told me I could not clock out because I was supposed to be going home. And I'm like, And then my team lead comes out. I was like, supervisor's on the phone. I go in to talk to the supervisor. She's like, oh yeah, you can go home now. Like, we already edited your schedule, so you don't even have to worry about it. Just go ahead and clock out and go home. And I was like, who was gonna tell me this before I tried to go to lunch though? Okay, sure, whatever. But she was like, that's really stupid actually. Like, usually if we're gonna have you work a half shift, we tell you when you get here. And I'm like, yeah, I was getting ready to clock. Like I said, I was clocking out for lunch, and it's like, you don't have a lunch today. Go home. And I'm like, huh? So we had a long conversation about that, and then I told her, like, I'm like, oh, you know how there's a bunch of places up there that accept our IRD cards and stuff for associates discount. She's like, yeah, don't you guys get like 5-10% off of a lot of stuff up there? I was like, yeah, except at the GameStop up there, apparently. Because I was like, I don't know if I can use my associate discount on this or not. And they're like, we don't think you can. So I'm like, in that case, I'm just gonna reserve it at my closest GameStop. So I came to you. She's like, I thought I wasn't even gonna see you today, because she had called me when I was on my way to work. She's like, just to let you know, man, we got pre-orders for Splatoon and Pokemon. And I was like, okay, I'll probably be there after. Like, if not today, then I'm off tomorrow, so I'll definitely probably see you tomorrow. So she's like, I wasn't even expecting to see you today. And she's like, let me see. She's like, let me see your ID card real quick. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And she's like, actually, you do have a discount based on your ID card. She's like, I don't know why it's not, they say that it's not working. It's working here. Do you want to use it? And I'm like, I mean, it's $10, so not really. But I'm like, everything else gave us a discount up there. Like, there's a sushi place across the street, and I went to the sushi place, and they're like, oh yeah, like, you guys work across the street? And it was me and my gal pal. And we're like, oh yeah, we work at the dog park. And they're like, yeah, can we see your IDs? And they gave us a discount on the food, and it was actually like 20%. And given it was a sushi place, 20% is a lot. Basically, we got a roll and a half for free. I was like, wow. But maybe to be fair, she wound up ordering some alcohol, and I, in my wisdom, decided that I was going to order a bunch of like really expensive rolls. So in hindsight, I probably should not have, but it was my first time going to like an actual sushi place, which was really cool. It was like, they didn't have the cool turnaround thing, or not turnaround, I should call it like a rotating conveyor belt thing. I found a place that near me that does do that, and I want to go there someday. But the problem is that I don't want to go by myself, and I also don't want to wait until April, because that's when my dearest is coming to see me next. But I'm like, I need to go to see if it's, oh, hello ad break. I need to go to see if it's any good. Oh, thanks, ad break. I was in the middle of a sentence. That's so rude. The least you can do is tell me that it's coming. Gosh darn it. Now I don't know what else to talk about. I also, like, okay, I guess I can talk. This is not important. There's a chocolate tier in the mall across the street from this place, and it's good. It's very good. Oh my god, it's been almost 3 hours. 3 whole hours of me just talking. Wow. I mean, I can talk for more than 3 hours. Maybe I should do a one-person podcast. It'd be the most boring podcast in existence. I should take a moment to calibrate my camera, because it's obviously doing weird things. There we go. I think I think my favorite part about the ad break telling you that it exists is the fact that it doesn't tell you when it's coming. So I was like in the middle of a sentence and it just like cut me off, and I was like, okay. But yeah, I want to go to the conveyor belt sushi place, and I don't want to wait. Right? Like, I want to go as soon as I can. I just don't have the money to go. But I also don't want to go by myself either. Because, like, I don't want to go up there and then embarrass myself. Because I can eat a lot of sushi. Like, a lot of sushi. I'm very American when it comes to how my portions. But, like, I don't know. I also like going to sushi places that let you take rolls home, too. Because I really like taking food home with me. So I have it for later. But I'm like one of those people who orders like food and I'm like, I'm so hungry, and then I don't eat like any of the food. I'm like, I'm so sad. I was so hungry and then I ate a little bit and now I'm no longer hungry, which makes me very upset. But man, September I think marks 31 months of me being an affiliate. That's a long time. That's almost 3. I don't know what to do for my 3-year affiliate anniversary either. Like, I have a long time before I could actually sit down and think about doing a partner push or anything like that, so I'm not even concerned with it, really. Maybe someday. Probably not, though, because that's a lot of effort. You have to have a lot of concurrent viewers consistently for, I think, like, X amount of time or something like that. In all honesty, I struggle a lot with feeling like I'm interesting enough for people to come back for, as it is. So, like, if I had a bunch of people watching me, and then, like, I'm like, okay, well, this is Partner Push Day 2, and, like, half the people who watched me on Day 1 come back, I would just be like, alright, obviously I'm just not that interesting. Or what I'm doing is not that interesting. And I realize that's something I have to get over, excuse me, but like, it's hard, you know? Like, so people have so many options that are not you. So I'm grateful when people do come by and they, even if they spend like 2 or 3 minutes, or if they've been here since the beginning of stream and just didn't say anything until like 4 hours in, that I'm like cool with that. Cause I'm like, at least you're watching me. That means a lot. It means a lot more than I'm able to express, which is unfortunate because I wish I could express it, but I can't. I'm bad at it. All I can say is I'm grateful for you for being here and watching me and taking time out of your day to give it to me, because like, you could be doing literally anything else. But I mean, I'm also one of those people who puts on streams in the background. Like, I'll even watch VODs and stuff, like, in the background. Like, I'll be making like a Minecraft house and I got someone on in the background type of thing, you know? But like, I think one of my favorite things in recent history is I've been catching up on the HoloCure 0.6 VODs that HoloLive is doing. So I usually do that when I'm playing like Core Keeper. So I have it over my mini-map. I have the video in the corner and I watch it. Or like, I do that for the Game Grumps a lot too, because I think I was catching up on that 10-minute power hour recently, and I was like, oh yeah, I should catch up on 10-minute power hour, but I'm playing Core Keeper. I don't want to like stop playing Core Keeper because I'm like, I'm actually, you know, I was actually doing stuff at the time. So I'm like, oh, well, I can just like window and then put it over like something that's not important and then just go from there. And that's exactly what I wound up doing. Or like lately I've been leveling in Final Fantasy 14. So I just put the window over my chat. And I usually like go in a dungeon with my trust and stuff. So like, I still have trust I need to level through Shadowbringers content. But while I was leveling Dark Knight, I did Dawn Meg, and I had Game Grumps over in my chat. Because no one, like, around this time of night, most of my friends are, like, going to bed. I think the only one who's even awake right now is, like, Milky. And Milky's not even doing anything. So, like, I can bother him if I want to talk to him, but sometimes when I'm in the dungeon, I don't want to stop and talk, right? So I just like put the Game Grumps on. Or, like I'll put a stream VOD on or something and I'll just watch that. Also, like, something that was fun is that the other day I was actually watching a stream on Twitch. I will spoil it, with Almi. He was playing Baldur's Gate. And I don't remember what I was doing, but I popped the stream out so I could watch and do the thing that I was doing. I was probably playing Core Keeper. Probably, because like sometimes when I'm not doing anything, like there's farming and stuff in Core Keeper, because there's food that you can make that will give you like stats and stuff, like more armor or range damage up, melee damage up, more health per second for a few like extended period of time, like 20 seconds. It's fairly long. But like, in order to get all the food that you, or some of the food that you need to actually grow it. So I'm pretty sure I was just doing the farming cycle. And then once I was like, oh, I'm tired of doing this, I just went back to watching the stream, which was fun. But I don't understand, like, I kind of want to play Baldur's Gate, but I also don't want to spend that much money on a game. Like, if games are going to be $70 per game now, I think I'm just going to be done with gaming. Cause I don't think I've bought a game in a while. I think the last game I myself bought. Wow, that was a while ago. Cause I think the last game I got was Cassette Beast, but I think Blep gifted that to me, so I didn't even buy it. I think I bought the DLC for it myself, cause it wasn't that expensive. It was only like $10 for the OST, the art book, and they have like a cute little cosplay bundle where you can like put on they like have a couple outfits that make you look like monsters from the game, which is really cute. But like I don't use them because they come with this specific hair, and I'm just like I don't like it. I like my double bun hair, and I do. So I just kept it. But oh my god, it's almost 11. I should find something else to do. Mostly, I'm probably gonna snack. I might. Oh my god, camera. You know what? Fine. If you're gonna be a pain in the butt, fine. I'm done streaming. Stupid BTS. I'm gonna punch. Anyway, thank you for coming. I appreciate you so much. It's been 3 hours of me talking incessantly at you for 3 hours. Next time, I think Saturday, probably Saturday, I'm gonna play something instead of talk at you for 3 hours. It'll be a lot more interesting in terms of stream, I swear. I'm just gonna close BTS now because it's being a pain. I'm gonna fight BTS. I guess in the meantime, actually I have to decide what to play, because I know I have a couple things that I could play. Like I started Relics of the Old Faith. I could do that. I don't know. I just haven't been in the mood for Cult of the Lamb in recent history, which is not COTL's fault. It's just me. But I'm gonna explode. Not literally. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Stay hydrated. Stay cool if it's hot, and if it's cold, stay warm. Pet your pets for me. I'd go pet mine, but I think they're having grandpa time right now, so I don't think they care about me too much. I'm gonna go maybe eat some rye chips or more M&Ms. I don't know. I'm gonna go do something. So you guys go do something fun too. It's been 3 hours. I mostly need to get up and walk around, actually. But until next time, everyone, I will see you probably Saturday. I keep putting days down, and in reality, this VOD's not gonna go up until the 3rd, which will be Sunday, but you know what I mean, I hope. Okay, I'll figure out something to do, and then I'll do it on Saturday, probably in the evening, maybe sometime around 7 or 8 PDT, my mistake. I'm sick of daylight savings time. I don't know about you guys, but I miss it when it was getting dark at like 5. Mostly because old Bunny needs to sleep. But until next time, everyone, take care. Bye bye.